Alright. Hello guys. Before I start actually getting into the fair value gaps part 2 and inverse fair value gaps part 2, I want you guys to know that I have the Discord made. First link in the description, and then I'll have my Instagram, my actual personal Discord where you guys can actually message me and ask questions, because I know a lot of this trading stuff can get confusing. But I just wanted to let you guys know that my socials are linked below. If you guys have any questions, I'm totally down to talk to you guys on a more personal basis rather than just through YouTube videos. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this all the time, guys. And then I'm pretty active on like every social media. This is what I do. But yeah, fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps. So what day was that? Like, I don't know. Sometime last week we were talking about fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps. It would have been Friday. Yes. But I just wanted to go over and give you guys a little refresh in case you guys might have any questions. I'll keep going over it for you guys. No one posted any questions in the comments, so pretty good. Alright guys. Here's already an example right here. So this is what we do. So we have one, or I guess we have two fair value gaps right here. But we're going to go for the bigger one, because bigger ones hold more power. So we have one, first candle, second candle, third candle. And then the gap is obviously in the second candle. So we're going to go boop. So we have this gap right here. 1, 2, 3. We see price trickle up into the fair value gap and dump down. It continues to trend. So you could have done a pretty decent short off of this. I usually like for it to... Give me 1 second here, guys. I usually like for it to get into the fair value gap and then get out of the fair value gap. So I would have entered off of the out. So right whenever it got out, I would have shorted probably to like right here, being realistic. I would have shorted to like right here. And then boom. Look at that fair value gap. I mean, this is a beautiful 1 to 3 trade. And I would put my stop loss. Okay, honestly, I'm not going to take it when I do this. I would put my stop loss a little bit above the fair value gap. Because sometimes price does like to trickle up and then it will come right back down. So I give my stop loss a little bit of wiggle room, just in case. So yeah, a beautiful 2 to 1 RR. You would have made 91 times 12 and a half.
91 times 12 plus 1 over 2.
That's not right. Oh, no, sorry. So you would have made around like $200 off that trade. Nothing crazy, but it's still nice. $200. I would take $200. Let's get into an inverse fair value gap, guys. I know this one's a little smaller, but so we have 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle. We have this fair value gap, which turns into an inverse fair value gap because price trickles through. Here I'm gonna write down quick definitions. Sorry. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to show you an example. I already showed you an example of the IFVG. I'm going to do the inverse fair value gap. So, we have for this little bit right here. This little bit, we're in an uptrend. I believe right here. We have this uptrend right here for a little bit. So, whenever I say a gap in the market where price tends to break through and shift in the trend. So right now we're in an uptrend and we're going to shift that into a downtrend. Shift meaning we're going to change. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. So we have this gap, and we see price come into it, and then we see it break through, ultimately changing the trend into a downtrend. I would have put it like right here, maybe, because I would have wait for it to break through, honestly, And then I would have given my stop loss some wiggle room, maybe like right here. And I would have shorted. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting so close to you guys. I'm about to like make out with you guys. Right here, probably. Beautiful one. Wait. 93 tick. Again, probably. Wait, nar. This would have been a 347 tick. So, around $700 off of this trade because of this inverse fair value gap, and we dump. You guys could have even gone for these lows right here. Another good trade. I would have probably done a partial if I was in this. Oops, I'm so sorry, guys. A partial. So we have 700, and then we'll take 700. I would have done half 50. 50. Wait. An additional 100. This would have been an additional 100 if I would have done half. But yeah, decent trade. Not bad, just because of this inverse fair value gap. Actually, it would have been a little close. It would have been like right there. How about that? I mean, pretty good trade. Nothing really too crazy. Yeah. That's the inverse. So we saw. Oh wait, let me just go over that one more time for you guys. So we saw price break through here, and it ultimately shifted the trend from an uptrend to a downtrend, and we caught all these lows. Pretty good. And then I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do two more. No, I'm gonna do another fair value gap and another inverse. So let's do another fair value gap. Back to the fair value gap, guys. Back to the fair value gap. And I'm gonna switch time frames just to show you guys it works on any time frame. Let's do the 15 minute. Sure, whatever. I'm trying to look for like a crispy one. Krispy Kreme. 2012. Y'all know that song? Krispy Kreme. 2012. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm going crazy. Gotta put sunshine. Oops. Here, we got one right here. Kind of a weak example, though. I don't mess with this example. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. You guys want to know why, truly? This doesn't even work. I'm an idiot. The worst day trader out there. Man, we got a lot of inverses, but not a lot of fair value gaps. Chat, am I missing some? Here, move out the way, bro. Oh, here we go. I guess we haven't gotten a super strong rejection off this, but I guess we'll look at tomorrow's video if we got a super strong rejection off of this. So look at this. We have a gap down here. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the 30 for this one. So here we have a 15-minute gap. I'll mark it. So this is on a 15-minute time frame. We see price trickle into it, and then we see it reject off of it because it's a what? It's a fair value gap. So GC would be take profit at these highs. Stop loss. Give it a little bit of wiggle room. Maybe this 30-minute. And this is a beautiful, holy 4-1. I mean, let me know if any of you guys are in this. Let's switch to 5-minute. Look at this. Sheesh. Look at that. So this 15-minute gap got rejected off of. We even have this like 5-minute gap right here. Let me look at the 5-minute. Oh, it also hit the 5-minute perfectly. But we're gonna go back to the 15. And it rejected off of this. We'll look in tomorrow's video to see if this trade actually hits. Like right here would be a good high. Right here would be a good high. These are prominent highs. I mean, and then I'm ultimately, well, I'm not actually in this trade, but I would ultimately go for this high. So fair value gap in the works. We'll see in tomorrow's video if this actually hits. Actually, I'll come back here and I'll post a screenshot on Instagram to see if the trade would actually hit. But that's another version of a fair value gap. And then let's go back to the inverse. Let's go back to the 15 because I saw somebody for the inverse. All right, here the juiciest, like literally so juicy, guys. Let's look at this. So here we have this fat, like I'm telling you, it's literally like actually really freaking fat fair value gap. Inverse. So we see price come in, break through this 15-minute one right here. So we break through this 15-minute IFVG, and then we get hit with this normal FVG. This might be hard to follow. I'm so sorry, guys, but if you guys are following along, thank you. So we see price trickle into this. So we inverse this, meaning we're now going to shift into an uptrend, and we go back into this fair value gap, meaning we're going to get some good longing opportunities. So, like this high, I'm going to mark some highs that you could have gone to if you had like all day to look at charts. I personally would have just gone for like something like this. Probably this high. But we'll see. So, boom, high got hit, goes back down, doesn't even nearly hit, well, it nearly hits break even, but it doesn't hit. And we go all the way back up. Look at this. Get over here. Let's look at this, guys. Let's seriously like take a moment to like realize like how hot this truly is. It's still, it's in a current downtrend, but it might be going for this high up here. You just never know. Like this would have been no one's in this trade. Not a single person is in this trade unless you're a swing trader. But we're looking at 111,000 ticks. Are we serious? Let's see if a swing trader is in this. Let's say a swing trader is in this. 111,000 times 2.5. 277,550 bucks. No one's in this. But like, you could be. You could be. If you have all day to look at charts and you took this IFVG, pretty juicy, pretty solid. I just went on like a lot of time frames and just showed you guys that. I'm gonna just find a quick 1 hour one, just to show you guys like, hey, tis legit, bro. Oops. What has happened, bro? Are you still recording? You are. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I accidentally just took a screenshot. I didn't even know I could do that in TradingView. No, I'm playing. I knew that. I'm not an idiot. Ooh, here we go. 1 hour one right here, bro. Boop. Look at this, bro. Okay, so we have this fair value gap. Boop, 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 boop. Get into it. Boom. I would enter whenever it leaves the fair value gap. I'll put my stop loss. Oopsie doopsie. Put my stop loss a little bit past the fair value gap. And then I'll probably target for these highs. There you guys go. Quick one. Another thing, higher time frame fair value gaps hold higher power. So this 1 hour this 1 hour bullish fair value gap is probably going to go on for another 10 hours, 12 hours, just depends what happens. Maybe even longer, I don't know. But again, beautiful trade, beautiful high, beautiful 1 hour fair value gap that we bounce off of the fair value gap perfectly. Yeah, that's fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps. I don't think you guys need a part 3 because these are pretty, like, not simple, but like you can understand it. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll react to your comments and I'll maybe post another video. I have 30 seconds. I gotta go, guys. See you guys. I'll be praying for you guys. Follow IG, Discord. All be in the description. Just look in the description. You guys can find me really on any platform besides Snapchat and TikTok. See you guys. Bye.